Nikke News! Welcome back to the 3.5 preamble. Today we're going to be talking about Anice Star's Skillkit. Honestly, I don't think there's a lot to talk about this. It's basically going to be really powerful and it's going to be a must pull character, but we're still going through the motions. We're going to check out her animation and then her Skillkit. Alright, so first up, let's check out the animation.
Having a bunch of people I can count on makes me feel more confident than I expected.
Nice. Yeah! The explosion being a star is so cute too.
This is going great!
Oh. They're doing the draw circle thing, but if you look at her hips move very little when she draws circles. When you draw circle using her, look, watch the hip, watch the hip. That's interesting. I just realized there's stars at the bottom of her shoes too. Cool.
I will be the star of the art!
Wow! Wow! So cool. Oh my gosh, damage everywhere. All across the screen.
Let me catch my breath.
Damn. Let's take a look at her skill kit right now, alright? Anice Star. Counters. Type Defender. Rocket Launcher Burst 1 Electric type. She does 61.3% of attack as damage. Charge time 1 second. Full charge damage 250%. That part is normal stuff. Next, Skill 1, Starfall. Activates at the start of battle only if self is alive. Well, at the start of battle you should be alive, right? Attack affects all allies. Burst gauge feeling speed up 6% continuously. 6% is not a lot, but every little bit counts, right? When it comes to burst timing. Activates at the start of battle and when full burst ends. Effect differs according to squad formation, only the corresponding effect is applied. If there are no other burst 1 allies, effect self cancels everyone's star. No other burst 1 allies. Effect self, my own star. So she's being her own star, right? Attack up 40%. This effect is continuous and cannot be removed. Ooh, pretty nice, pretty nice. 40% is also the difference between attacker Nikke's and defender Nikke's. So basically she becomes an attacker Nikke. Effect 3. Affects all allies. Cooldown of burst skills down. Cooldown of burst skills down 7.48 seconds. 7.5 seconds. Fantastic. Great stuff. If there are any other burst 1 Nikke's allies, affect self, she's no longer my own star. She is everyone's star. She re-enters burst and changes to stage 1. So she becomes a re-enter burst. Okay. This effect is continuous and cannot be removed. So if you have another burst 1, she re-enters burst. So you could use her with Rappy Red Hood to re-enter burst stage 1 and then burst stage 1 Rappy. Interesting. Activates when hitting a target with full charge. Affects the target. Deals 120% of final attack as additional damage. This is also very important because modern Nikke's, if they don't have some kind of like when so and so happens, you do this percent of final attack as damage. If you don't have that line of text, right, it tends to be not strong enough. Next up, Skill 2, Stardust. Activates when entering full burst while in my own star status. Affects all allies. Attack up 35% of caster's attack for 10 seconds. Now, 35% of caster's attack is not a lot because we have seen Label who has 80-something% of caster's attack for 10 seconds. And as a defender Nikke, that is not a lot. Activates when performing a full charge attack while in everyone's star status. Affects all allies. Restore 1.26% of caster's final max HP as HP. So when you do a full charge in everyone's star status, she starts healing everybody. A little bit, not a lot. This means you can proc Crown, and this means you have a little bit more survivability, which is always useful. Activates when entering full burst. regardless of mode. It doesn't talk about which mode this is in. Affects self and all allies with lower final defense than self. Projectile explosion damage 92% for 10 seconds. Oh my god! Lower final defense than self. So she will work with Rapi Red Hood. She will work with Cinderella if you find a way to get Anisa's defense higher than Cinderella's defense. At this point, the people who 5555 Cinderella is gonna feel a little bit like, oh no, what do I do? What do I do? Well, yeah. Activates when entering full burst, affects all allies, attack damage up 34% for 10 seconds. Woo! Spicy. Okay, so if we're counting all the stuff that is going on right now, if she is in my own star, she gets 40% attack up here, and then she gives her friends 35% caster's attack. If she is in everyone's star, she gives nothing, but she also restores 1.26% of caster's final max HP. What this means is everyone's star is more defensive, my own star is more offensive. Interesting. Alright, finally we have the burst skill, Star Anise. Affect self, shooting stars. Generate stars around Anise that attack random targets automatically. Damage 40% of final attack. Attack interval every 0.25 seconds. So every 1 second it's 160% of final attack as damage. For 10 seconds it will be 160,600%. Not a lot. Duration 10 seconds. Additional effects. Charge time is fixed at 0.7 seconds for 10 seconds as opposed to the normal 1 second over here. Explosion radius up 100% for 10 seconds. Ooh, defense up 55% for 10 seconds. Ah! And then if she's in my own star status, affect self, attack damage up 35% for 10 seconds. Activates while in everyone's star status, affects all allies, max HP up 15% of caster's final max HP for 10 seconds. Basically, everyone's star is a much more defensive Anise, and my own star is a much more offensive Anise. If you are a solo raid player, you're definitely looking at my own star status. You're not looking at everyone's star status. Let me check something real quick in the game. Rapi Red Hood's ability, no burst 1 Nikkes refers to allies leading to burst stage 2 according to Nikkepedia. Includes burst 1 Nikkes who have led to burst stage 2, such as Little Pepper and Jackal. Excludes Nikkes who allow re-entering burst stage 1, such as Tia, Alice. Okay, best team Anise, Winter Rupee, Tia. At some point it's gonna be 5 different burst 1 Nikkes that you can cycle through in a circle like this, right? It just burst. To me, it seems like when Anise is in everyone's star mode, she's much less competitive than when she is in my own star mode. So let's just focus on my own star mode. In my own star mode, she gets burst skill, burst gauge filling speed up 6%, attack up 40% continuously and cannot be removed. All allies burst skill down 7.5 seconds, and she also deals 120% of final attack as additional damage. She also gets all allies up attack 35% of caster's attack for 10 seconds, projectile explosion damage up 92% for 10 seconds, as well as attack damage up 34% for 10 seconds. Freaking crazy. And then she does big ass damage in the form of the shooting stars. 1600% of final attack as damage in the form of her shooting stars, as well as explosion radius up 100%, charge time goes down, defense goes up massively, and finally attack damage up 35% for herself. Wow. As I said earlier in the video, Anise is gonna be meta no matter what happens. Nikke is not gonna make her weak, right? Keep in mind that Winter Solin is usable just on the basis of her being a shotgun cooldown rate character. That's all it took, and then she's good. By that logic, Anise Star being a 7.5 second cooldown rate character that gives the entire team attack damage up that in herself is also a DPS character that buffs very specific things in the form of projectile explosion damage, and also has the ability to heal people if she's in an... okay, you know what? Forget that other mode, alright? Forget the other mode. And gives attack to everybody. Ani's star is gonna be meta relevant. No, she's gonna be meta, and she's gonna be meta for 2 years. My guess is 2 years. Yeah, she's gonna be meta for 2 years. And she's gonna be replacing Moran in certain places. She doesn't give as much defensive capabilities as Moran, but definitely her offensive buffs is much bigger than Moran's. And by that, of course, I mean Treasure Moran's. She's gonna be very good. You're gonna get 1 copy, or maybe 4. Yeah, that's my analysis. She's freaking crazy. Alright, thank you guys very much for watching. If you need gems, if you need to buy skins, check out the link in the description box below. Lootbar.gg. I've been using them for half a year now, and everything has been absolutely perfect. I recommend you using my link. I get a little bit of a kickback. If you enjoy my videos, please do support me. Until next time, DJ Lord Jaspas.
Jiggle physics, 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 jiggle physics.